Hi, I'm Phil Warden, and welcome to a fancy, spicy anime review. So I am reviewing Sword Art Online. I'm trying a spicy noodles and, what do you say this? The Last Dab. XXX hot sauce. So, I have my notes, I have my figure, and I have hot noodles. Alright. Get this started. You're a very good cook, by the way. You're gonna make someone a wonderful wife someday. No, I can smell that. Oh, it's in my throat, man. I know, that's what she said, but still. Do I have to eat all this before I start speaking?
Why do you think there's always a jump cut?
Ah, that's why. I'm only saying this for integrity. Seriously, I can still speak normally. I see you in those videos, and...
More!
More! I think that might be a little more than I actually intended to put in. Let us try this again! There's some Kleenex in the bathroom. Could you get some? Hubris before the fall, right? I see what you meant by we don't need notes. Oh my god. Sword Art Online. Short SAO. The first arc is called Aincrad. It's a video game made by Kayaba Akihiko. We're joined by the game being released to the only first 10,000 players. God, one guy is named Kirito, but we don't know his name yet. He's the main character. And the premise of the story is all of these gamers are trapped inside Aincrad, a castle floating in the sky, full of 100 floors. Oh, that made it worse. That made it come back up. And they have to get through all 100 floors because they're trapped in the game. Okay? Kayaba, he wants to control the lives of the 10,000 players, and he wants to... Oh, God. He just wants to bend them to his will and blah, 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 and all that stuff. So... Oh, God. That's hot. That's hot. I don't know if that's blood. This is making me forget all about it. So they're trapped. Kirito, he befriends Klein, but he separates from him in the very first episode. He has to go on his own. He has to do it because it's an MMORPG. There's only a certain amount of items and stuff. He goes throughout being a loner, being called a wanker. I mean, a beater. A beater. He's a beater. Because he's a beta tester and a cheater, I guess. He befriends this girl named Asuna. They work together in the second episode, where finally we understand the rules of death, because when someone dies. I'm crying. That was a mistake to put more in there. And he goes about it alone. He finally joins a guild, and he loses a guild. The next episode, it's Aincrad CSI, where he works with Asuna to find a murderer. I might need more. And, she starts to become more friendly to him, and that's great. Then in the next episode, we get Silica, who I call FBI in disguise. Oh, totally worth it. And he helped her reclaim her rightful place on the Iron Throne. She has a dragon. I know that. Oh, that makes it worse. And then we get Lisbeth, who's a blacksmith. She's friends with Asuna. Well, Asuna leaves on a date for Kirito, but he shows up at the shop instead. He breaks one of Lisbeth's swords. They have to go get material. That's where she falls in love with him. But at the end of the episode, she realizes, hey, Asuna and Kirito are together. And she backs off. Oh my god, I'm going through these like nothing. Are these all of them? Okay. So then in the next one, Kirito gets something called a Regu Rabbit, which is an S-class ingredient. He can't cook it, but Asuna, who has maxed out her cooking, she offers to make it as long as she gets half. They go on an adventure together afterwards, and they find the boss room of that floor. Lots of things happen. Kirito is found out to have dual wielding blades, which, honestly is not very impressive. I can wield 2 swords at one time, whatever. He's not special. And then at the end of the episode, find out that Heathcliff, the commander of Knights of the Blood Oath, Hasuna's guild, wants to duel Kirito. And they fight, and Kirito notices something like a cheat, like a hack. Because, he's the best at the game, so no one can beat him, right? So he joins Knights of the Blood Oath, which basically Heathcliff's harem. Oh my god. And has to go on a training mission with Kurdil, who he embarrassed in a previous episode. Kurdil betrays them. He's part of a laughing coffin now, after the ordeal. Almost kills Kirito. And Asuna starts beating him back. But Kirito has to kill him. And then they spend the night together. Not him and Kirito. Not him and Kurdil. Him and Asuna. And we all know about that chapter. We all know about the chapter that got taken down. Glopping 2 years. Got it. Whatever. Moving on. And then they go on a honeymoon. They leave the guild and stuff. The floor 22, where they steal someone's kid, Yui, and they go to the first floor, find a secret dungeon, trying to find her real parents. And Yui's badass in this, and they find out she's a program, an AI, top down, which is very advanced technology, I guess. She is being taken away by the system, but Kirito puts her into like a little gem or something. They get to keep her. Next time, Kaiba summons them back. They found the boss on the next floor, but no one's been able to beat it. Oh my god. And that's a problem, because they don't know what they're facing. They weren't able to see the boss. Everyone goes, everyone joins, and it's the Skull Reaper, which is terrifying as hell. And God, I'm still shaking. And so they beat the Skull Reaper. Kirito finds out that Heathcliff is Kayaba Akihiko. And he's like, yes, it was me the whole time. It was me the whole time, you fools, or whatnot. I don't know. He challenges Kirito to a duel to free everyone. Every time I burp. Every time. Kayaba, duel. Asuna sacrifices herself. Kirito still dies, but then he uses hacks mode or whatever and comes back and kills Kayaba. And they're in heaven now, I guess. Overseeing Aincrad crumbling, everyone's being logged out, blah blah blah. They ask why Kayaba did it. He tells them, oh, I can't remember. And it's like, okay, whatever. Goes off. And then they're like, hey, this is my real name. It's Kazuto Kirigaya. And it's like, I'm Asuna Yuki. Which, again, anyone who plays MMORPGs, you don't use your real name. Amount of Kleenexes. One right there. Oh. That's not a Kleenex, that's my notes. Anyway, so then we wake up with Kirito. So see, these notes were useful. Kirito, he wakes up. He needs to find Asuna. Then we're in the second part of the very first season, the very first arc. Alfheim Online. We meet Lickitung, incest, and good plot and backstory. That's what it is. Oh god, what did I like about it? Okay, I thought it was a cool premise. It came out at the right time. The big three were kind of ending. Two of them ended. What was it? Bleach and Naruto. And so it came out at the right time where it was able to grasp people's interest. And I think being able to use virtual reality and go into a world and stuff, it's already been done, of course, with Digimon and stuff, but this was a cool premise, and everyone wanted to be, like, top player. Like, everyone probably envisioned themselves as Kirito, except we never saw him grow. He was just, you know, as it was. But it was a very interesting technology to get at first. And it kind of evolved. So, my dislikes was that we weren't able to see Kirito grow, and that is also one of the reasons that he is hated, I believe, in my mind. Oh, God. See, these notes were handy. In my mind, we needed to see him grow. But we didn't. And his love with Asuna seems totally unearned. We saw them interact like, what, twice or something, and suddenly, oh, hey, you know, my pussy's wet. We can't say that, no. Oh, hey, you know, I like you. And it's like, I like you too. And then they just end up having sex, and then in total noob move, they get married. You never get married at the first time, man. I'm letting you guys know that too. Review my rating. Okay, episodes 1 and 2. I will give 7.5 to 8 bowls because it was a great premise. And then the story kind of went to shit. So that goes down to 6. I'm gonna put 6. I'm gonna be generous with that. So the noodles at first, really good, very delicious. I'd give it a 6. Then I was the idiot who added more sauce. And I know breathing hard caused it to burn more. With the extra sauce, I will give it an 8.5 to a 9. And we weren't able to see Asuna being a badass. That was one of my worst things. I really should know my limits with spice, but I guess not. I'm still shaking. And it was really fun to do what I could and to have my notes, which were useful only for my notes, for joining me on Spicy Anime Review for Sword Art Online, and I hope you have a spicy day. That was really dull.
You were mentioning something about the video games?
Video.